I want to make this video so that I could explain or talk to y'all about one of my experiences that has definitely affected me throughout this weight loss journey. And I feel like if I share it with y'all, maybe y'all can relate, or some of y'all can understand me a little bit better and just know me a little bit more, know something about me that's a little bit more intimate. So I'll start by saying that I was already 10 months into my journey. It was December 2012. I had been feeling very weird, tired and, having all kinds of like weird cravings. And so, without telling my husband, I took a pregnancy test. And to my surprise, I was pregnant. I was already 4 weeks. And I had already lost about 100 and something pounds, maybe 110, 120. And it wasn't that we were trying, but I feel like because of the weight loss, that it helped, or it was easier for my body to get pregnant. I was in and out of the ER. I I had to come home from work all the time because I was having some issues with my body and the pregnancy. Um, and so when I went to my doctor, she ended up telling me that I pretty much had to be on bed rest. I had to stop exercising, um, and I was very, the whole thing about, being pregnant, it just confused me. I had all these different emotions. I didn't know what to do. I was scared, never been pregnant before. It was my first pregnancy. I was worried because what if I had done something to affect the baby? Because the day before I found out I was pregnant, I was doing weights. Um, and then I was also scared that what if I gained all the weight back? Working so hard to get where I was. It was just all these emotions, but the biggest emotion that I had was love. I was in love. I was in love with this baby I didn't even know. My baby at 10 weeks. So when my doctor put me on bed rest, um, that's pretty much all I did. Just laid in bed. I couldn't exercise. It was hard. Um, February 2013, it was the 11th of February of this year, I went to the ER, and I had a miscarriage. It was really hard. A lot of you girls out there, sadly, that have experienced it, you understand how hard it is. It was very hard. It was something that I never thought would hurt as much as it did, both physically and emotionally. I, I, I didn't know how to bounce back. I didn't know what to do. So I deleted my Instagram. I deleted myself from the web. And I was depressed for a long time. I finally, I felt like physically able to start working out. I needed something to get all these emotions out, and what better than exercise? Exercise it's the perfect way to let go of all your like issues, of all your stress, and it helps you, it soothes you. It does to me. When I went out and started running that day, I like as soon as I started running, I swear tears just fell down my cheeks. I started crying, because look at me, I was like, look at me now, I'm running, but all I could think about was where I would be right now if I was still pregnant. Like, what would I be feeling, or how big would my baby be. I thank God for allowing me to have that baby in my life for 11 weeks and 2 days. It was the most beautiful weeks of my life. And if it wasn't for that baby, if it wasn't for the whole experience that I've had, it's been a tough 2 years almost for me, you know. And if it wasn't for every single thing that's happened to me throughout that whole time, I don't know if I would still, if I would have still ended up the way that I have. It's those little things that happen, you know, that make you really appreciate your life and appreciate everything that you're doing and everything that you are. I mean, if you have anything like that in your life, you know, intimate or things that have gone on in your life that make you or separate you from everyone else, you know, use those things. Use those things to make you stronger, to make you fight harder, you know, because honestly, I mean, it's those things in your life that make you who you are. I wanted to share a little bit of my things with you so that y'all would get to know me a little bit better. And thank you for watching. So if you go back into my Instagram, all the old, like, previous very first posts, the way that the reason that they look like that, like there's like 6 posts in one, is because those are my previous posts, like of my first Instagram that I had. Whenever I deleted it, I made sure and I saved the pictures, just, you know, to keep as memory. I never thought that I was gonna go back on Instagram